Hello, and welcome back to another Classmunity how-to video tutorial. Today, we will be showing you how to create a product-based campaign. When creating a fundraiser, it is important to decide what type of campaign you have desired. In this case, we will be creating a product-based campaign to raise money for a school's Mother's Day celebration by vending off fruit baskets. You'll want to begin this process by opening up your school district's Classmunity platform and logging in. Next, select the option New Fundraiser under the Create/Edit tab on the top side of the Classmunity webpage. Afterwards, you'll be given 3 fundraising options. For this example, select the most right option labeled Online Market. Next, you'll be prompted to fill in important campaign information that will help distinguish your campaign from others. This can vary from campaign titles, bios, and customizable photo attachments. Note, there is a Save and Next option when completing steps in a new fundraiser. We recommend that you save after every step so that you can always come back to where you left off. In the options stage, the creator of the fundraiser can ask questions to the customers that only need to be answered once. Questions such as, "What is your phone number?" or, "By entering my name below, I agree to pick up my order." Afterwards, you'll have the option to manually add the products for your campaign supporters. Inserting information such as the name of the product description, and the price for such a product can all be inserted below. In addition, you can also add a customizable photo of the product. For this example, I will be using 2 products in my fundraiser, a small and a large fruit basket. Once again, I will be inserting important information such as product title, the description, the price, a customizable photo, and whether or not they have to answer questions when purchasing. Next, you'll be given a chance to customize your supporters' receipts for their transactions. In this section, you'll receive important information such as the appropriate school's tax ID, a tailored message from the school, and the supporter's full transactional receipt. The last step in creating a product campaign is customizing your fundraiser's privacy settings. In this section, you'll be able to decide who can view your fundraiser. You can also opt to receive periodic emails regarding the fundraiser's progress. You also have the option to sync the fundraiser onto a Twitter in order to reach a bigger audience. And lastly, you also have the ability to select a standard donation option for a supporter. Once completed, select the button labeled Submit for Approval, which will submit the recently created campaign to a school district administrator for review. In the final page, you will be given the layout for how Classmunity will track all transactions. It will keep track of products sold, payment options, how many transactions went through, and how many of each product were sold.
Once submitted to your school's district administrator, they have the power to approve, revise, or deny your campaign. Because the account I'm currently using is an administrative account, I can accept the fundraiser as if the school administrator did it. By pressing on the Approve button, this will prompt a dialog box so the administrator can give any suggestions, and check boxes that give you options for your fundraiser.
After everything is completed and the fundraiser is approved by the district administrator, the fundraiser will be displayed on the school's profile throughout the life of the campaign. Well, that's everything you need to know regarding how to create a product-based campaign using Classmunity's online market option. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all real soon.